Monica, please. Thank you.
So, good afternoon, everyone. We'll start today with 3 notes for you. Some of you called me yesterday or sent me some messages about the informal briefing that the General Assembly will hold on Friday. So I have more details for you, and as soon as the briefing finishes, I will send you also some links. So President Dennis Francis has convened the informal plenary meeting of the General Assembly on the humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip. In a letter to member states, the PGA informs that the meeting will take place on Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the GA Hall. The request for the informal briefing was made by the permanent representative of the State of Libya, His Excellency Mr. Taher El-Soni, and His Excellency Mr. Sidi Mohammed Lardaf, permanent representative of the Islamic Republic of Mauritania, in their respective capacities as chair of the Arab Group and chair of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation Group. President Francis will deliver opening remarks. We will inform you in due time who will brief from UN agencies who are operating in the Gaza Strip and other principals. Member states are invited to take the floor after the briefers finish speaking. The delegations will be invited to speak from their seats. Delegations speaking on behalf of groups can be given priority. Speakers will have time limits for individual statements of 3 minutes, and statements made on behalf of groups can last up to 5 minutes. President Francis has launched an interactive resource on his PGA 78 website to connect directly with the public. Ask PGA is a channel where anyone can ask Mr. Francis a question, which will be replied to within the time frame of 24 hours. The President of the General Assembly welcomes questions from member states, media, and the public at large. So ask PGA on the PGA's website. And tomorrow at 10 a.m., the General Assembly will hold a plenary meeting on the question of equitable representation and on increase in the membership of the Security Council and other matters related to the Security Council, item 121. The debate will continue in the afternoon at 3 p.m. during the plenary meeting as the second item in the agenda. And last month, President Francis appointed a group, as you may remember, of co-facilitators and co-chairs for various intergovernmental processes during the current session. For intergovernmental negotiations, IGN, the President appointed His Excellency Mr. Alexander Marshik, permanent representative of Austria, and His Excellency Mr. Tarek M.A.M. Al-Banai, permanent representative of Kuwait. And for our information, tomorrow there won't be a briefing here, so I won't be here. You will receive updates from us, but we'll be back on Friday. And before we go, I have to say hello. I think she has been here for 6 months now, right? But I have to say hello to this current session, to Anadia Setuna. She's from Al Jazeera English, and she's here in the front row. So welcome again. That's everything I have for today. So you have, how are you? How are you today?
Good. Well, quick question. The Friday GA session, is that a resumption of the emergency special session or just a separate meeting?
It's a separate meeting. Okay. It's an informal briefing, so no resolution is expected. So member states will hear about the situation in the Gaza Strip. And they will, of course, be there for the briefing. Yes. How are you, Murad?
Good, thank you, Monica. Thank you. Does the PGA support these calls from around the world to end the war in Gaza?
Well, since the 7th of September, the PGA was very clear that he asked for a cessation of hostilities, right? The PGA has been asking for all parties to stop the violence and to return to dialogue, because he firmly believes that only the dialogue and diplomacy and a conversation and mutual understanding will be the key element here in order to stop the suffering. There are too many people suffering, Murad, and we are seeing the pictures every day, the stories. It's time for us now to really implement the resolution of the General Assembly, which was adopted in October, end of last month, right? And the PJ firmly believes that he firmly supports the implementation of this document, and he firmly believes that the dialogue is the way. I just would like to read for you the first calling on this resolution. Calls for an immediate, durable, and sustained humanitarian truce leading to a cessation of hostilities. So the PJ said that on the 7th of September. He said, cessation of hostilities, release of all hostages, and also the delivery of much-needed aid for the people in the Gaza Strip who are now suffering as we speak. Thank you. Anything else? So if not, I would say thank you so much.
I have a question, Monica.
Okay.
I have a question too.
Hamid. Okay. Go ahead, Hamid.
Yes, Monica, thank you. Yeah, the PGA issued a strong statement after October 7.
Sure.
He condemned Hamas, straightforward, very strong language. However, I didn't see any statement from him condemning killing 11,000 civilians, including 4,500 children, and in addition to all those atrocities committed day in and day out. I haven't seen a strong statement from him to condemn what Israel is doing in Gaza now. Why is that?
Thank you so much, Hamid, for your question. And, you and I think we spoke about that before, as you said, and I brought you, I think it was a tweet and a statement from the PJ on the day before. But, if you go back in time, I mean, you are absolutely right. He's issued a statement on the 9th of October, and he kept issuing statements condemning the violence on the 10th of October, on the 12th, on the 16th, 17th. I'm giving you only some examples. On the 20th of October, 23rd of October, and his message hasn't changed. He has been asking, and he's very consistent about that, for the cessation of violence, for the stop of human suffering.
No, my question is...
just if I...
My question is...
just if I just
my question
finish
is about
my train of thought.
Of killing... I'm sorry.
Hamid, no.
Just answer my question.
No. Hamid, I think I answered your question in other occasions, and I'm happy to answer your question today. The PJ is very consistent. He's asking for the cessation of violence and for the end of the human suffering. And human suffering has no nationality. People are suffering. Human beings are suffering. And I think that's the most important point here. And this is for all the parties, not for one party or the other party, for all the parties to get back to the negotiation table and to speak and to realize peace. But thank you for your question. And as usual, I ask you to take care. But I see other hands. Please, go ahead.
I have a question.
This is
That's
Joe.
fine. I have a question.
Okay,
It's a very
go ahead.
simple one. Yeah, it's a very simple one. Is the Friday informal meeting open to the public? Or
Sure.
at least to the press?
Absolutely. The informal briefing will be webcast. You can see online, or, of course, if you are here in the building, it is open. Absolutely. Okay. I see another hand. Not sure if it's an old hand or a current hand. I just can't read because my glasses don't get that far. So if not, I would say thank you so much. I see you on Friday. Okay? Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.